Good motherfucking morning, motherfucking mates. Good motherfucking morning, my ladies. My ladies. How we doing, boys? How we doing on this most BEA beautiful of Mondays? Yes, it is finally Monday. Long have we waited for chat to get this fucking debated. What's happening? We back from work yet? We're still at work. I was waiting for you since 3 hours ago, Mr. Force. Someone who waits for something good cannot wait too long, as the Swedish saying goes. Who announces Europe's heatwave? HW, or maybe I should say, announces Europe's heatwave linked to 1,300 deaths in the last 3 weeks. As Germany hits record 41.7 degrees. Yo, what the fuck, man? I'm sitting here chilling at 29, and the rest of Europe is a fucking third world country now, or what? What the heck, man? Why? What is the cause of it? I don't even know. Why is Europe so behind on AC? We just build apartment complexes and houses without it because usually it's not hot. And at most you have to suffer 1 month or so. But then suddenly, out of nowhere, bada bing, bada boom. Yeah. It's because of capitalism and global warming, Forsen leftist. Well, maybe it is because of global warming. Maybe she was right all along.
Cute and funny.
We should have listened, but it's too late now. It's too late. AC means we don't regulate our bodies much and can get cancer. I don't know if that's true at all. At all, man. I think your brain is already cancer. It's true, I have cancer and I have an AC. Alright, that proves it. At least 5 people killed in shooting in northern Germany. 1 person was arrested so far. Yeah, makes sense. We have had a record amount of rain in our parts and the mosquitoes are now absolute cancer. Yeah, bro, we have tiger mosquitoes here. No windows open after sundown or you're doomed. Big ass tiger mosquitoes. I don't really get bit though. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. They don't like my blood for some reason. Maybe it's too healthy. Although they don't smell the blood beforehand. They smell carbon dioxide or some shit. That's how they track you. So maybe I don't release as much as... Oh, hello, Peppa Dog. Hi. Have you come to say hello to me, or have you been put here against your will so that she can go to the cat? Yeah, I think it's number 2. Hey, Peppa. Yeah, she's gotta go to the cat now, and you have to be here so you don't scare, annoy, insert other. Okay, go in bed. Go in bed. Go. If you're gonna bark, you have to go. Go. Yeah. That was a warning shot. That was a warning shot. Let's see here. If the body is too comfortable and doesn't feel heat and cold and always cozy, then our cells do not repair properly and that causes cancer. I understood your point from the start. You have use it or lose it mentality, which, go now, go. Yeah, stop. No more, go. Go. Which is true to a fair good amount of degrees, but however, you don't know how much it actually impacts to, for example, sitting down as you do right now at a computer compared to walking. So it's pointless. It's pointless pseudoscience that you can never really fully prove because there is no vacuum for it. But I can tell you that we have some beautiful people here rejoining the Champions Club, and joining the Champions Club, equally important of course for the champions. Dr. Lucario, thank you for 18 months, Prophet and GPG, Double Monk 8, we got a mode of Cosmic Truth. Solon, I like Logic, and Turan Vinic, Revaticus and Ironboy, thank you very much. Actually 2 years, so Mr. Double Monk 8. That is an impressive feat, sir. The son of a cringe fist. The cringiest of fists. Will you ever play Red Dead 2 since you didn't finish it? Probably will not be ours to replay that on PC. I should have just released it on PC from the get-go, and I would have to fucking aim with a fucking controller like it's the fucking 90s, huh? Like a fucking caveman. Do you think you will ever play Stellar Blade, Mr. Force? I couldn't tell you, man. I couldn't tell you. I mean, I'm just a goon. I'm a simple goon. No. No. No, dog. Cyprus Mail is saying temperature there will hit 38 degrees next week. Get ready, Unk. I'm ready to not leave La Casa except for my warning walk 6 in the morning that we pushed our stream schedule for. Was it worth it? Probably. We'll find out next week when I'll go on my 6 AM morning walk at 30 degrees. Instead of 40. I'll feel like a king. Did you win that game of PUBG yesterday? I missed it. Unfortunately, not. Top 6 or some shit, I don't remember. Top 5, top 6. Yeah. Oof. Why don't you walk at night instead? Because I'm fucking streaming. And after that, oh, you mean maybe after that? After that, I cannot. Or technically I can, but Peppa cannot. Peppa cannot go out because they have a certain sandfly here out at night that gives dogs dog aids. And sure, there are collars and drops for it, but they aren't good for your dogs. Yeah. There's a very low chance that she gets it, but it's not a risk I'm willing to take. Yes. Yeah. Yep. It's the equivalent of dog aids. It's called Leishmania. Not pleasant. Alright, chat, what do we have? Anything cool, fresh, new, exciting happening in the world? Thai airline employee arrested in Australia on suspicion of smuggling $302,000 of heroin. Sounds like a good chunk of heroin. 11 killed in plane crash in France. Bro, what's up with all these fucking planes and helicopters crashing, man? Play Arena before the new expansion comes out? No, I'm playing it on... When is it? New expansion comes out. Oh wait, do you mean like the week before? That's what I'm planning on doing. Tomorrow, yeah, tomorrow it releases. The Arena new card expansion pack. I'm gonna play Taken 8 as the new Baki character. I wasn't planning on it. 1,900 subs call you gay and bald for not allowing non-subs to play on Anarchy server. What? Just get a sub. Huh? Just get a sub. Will you play new Diablo League?
It is good
No.
for stomach.
I'm playing Hearthstone. Tomorrow, I think the patch releases at like 6 or 7. Play a new expansion arena and get that 12 winner, and then I'll see what's on the menu after that. Peppa, why are you like this? Why are you like this? For the third time in a row, for a new Deltarune chapter, the final boss gets nerfed a few days after the day is out, after the players complain of the difficulty. My god. Yeah. They suck dick at games, that fanbase, that's for sure. They suck the dicks. They suck the dicks. RAM companies are being sued for artificially keeping production low, inflating prices. Why are they being sued? It's a free market. Fuck. Let them. What the fuck? I'll let them cook. If people still buy, if not, then they're gonna lose money. It's a gamble. A loud section of Twitter sending out flyers saying it will boycott GTA 6 because of no physical disc in box. What do you mean sending out flyers? The fuck is that? How are we sending out flyers on Twitter? Digital flyers. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Digital flyers with hashtags. Okay. Do you do any job?
Hello, Mr. Mike. Why don't you pause videos when you get annoying donations? Like this. 6 vigintillion, 767 november 676 octodecillion.
But he's right, we do have links, chat. We do have
767
links coming up.
septendecillion, 676 sexdecillion, 767 quindecillion, 676 quatudecillion, 767 tredecillion, 676 duodecillion, 767 undecillion, 676 decillion.
Give me some raw poo for sun.
Here's my shoulder pain relief.
Hi everybody, Dr. Cobb back with you. Hope you're having a great week like I always say. Today we're going to talk about hanging out for better shoulders. I want to go a little deeper into some of the exercise stuff that we teach, and again what I'm going to talk about today is actually kind of an old school remedy for chronically bad shoulders. There's a lot of stuff that goes into this, but it's incredibly simple.
Just the one shoulder.
And amazingly effective for a lot of people with chronic shoulder deficits. Now, this is going to be a little unusual because I'm not going to talk about the eyes and the inner ear and all the other stuff. We're going to get a little bit mechanical on you. And I want to talk about your shoulder blade. The shoulder blade is called the scapula. Now, there's some interesting stuff about shoulder design. So if you watch the shoulder blade on this particular skeleton, as my arm begins to elevate, or as his arm
Hey
begins to elevate out to the
Hobosn,
side,
did you
as if
shave
it was
your
gonna reach
head
him
because
overhead,
you just
if you watch
watched
the
that
bottom
new
part of the
Citizen
scapula, you
Vigilante
see it
movie?
begin shifting
It's pretty based.
toward me,
The main
okay?
character
Now,
is a
if I
white,
go fully
literally me guy
overhead
who
with my
shoots
arms,
illegal immigrants.
that
10
shoulder
out
blade
of
needs
10.
to have the freedom of motion
I haven't
to
seen that one.
rotate up and out. If it is locked in place, what happens is as the arm comes up, you wind up getting what you may have heard of as impingement, where the shoulder is being kind of forced up into the bones that lie above it. So
That's not
there's
the pain I
a
have.
simple remedy for
I have
this.
muscle
It's actually
pain
called relaxed hanging
in the
from a
deltoids.
bar.
I
So
don't
I'm gonna
have
talk to you about how to
rotator
do this.
cuff or
It's something that I do with a
fucking
lot of regularity. Very, very powerful.
bone
and very
ligament
useful. Like I
shit.
said, if you got chronically bad shoulders, this is one you're going to want to remember and send to people.
Here is a poo-poo
because,
video
again,
full of
super
poo-poo
easy
for
to do.
Twitch chat.
Now, to make this happen, you're going to need to have some place to hang on to. If you have really bad shoulders and you can only go about this far, you're going to have to go very carefully. So I don't want you to do anything that your healthcare providers have said don't do, but be sensible, stay away from pain. But let's just talk this through. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to grip this bar above my head. And the goal with this particular exercise is to begin to
Do
straighten
you believe
the
in
arms
chiropractors?
and then watch. I'm
I
going
went
to
to a
relax and let my
chiropractor
shoulders come up by
once.
my ears.
Twice.
A lot of times in the fitness industry, people say, you know, if you grab something, keep your shoulder blades down and back.
I think
Well,
that
this
a
is
lot of
actually
shit they
probably
do,
if you
like,
cannot let them move
works,
correctly.
but
My feet
they
are
have
still on the
fancy
floor
play
so
syndrome,
that I'm nice and
where a lot of
straight.
shit they also
I'm
do
relaxing, I'm letting my
it
shoulders
has
come
really
up by
no
my
effect,
ears.
right?
And guess what I'm going to do from here? I'm just going to hang out. Like I said,
But
hanging around for
the
better
fundamentals are there
so
with
on
the
whole,
muscles.
the
They
goal
know
would
where
be
the
to
muscles
get to
are
the
and
point
whatnot,
that you can
right?
hang
Obviously.
freely. So in this case now, my arms and shoulders are relaxed. My feet aren't on
They
the
know
floor.
where
So I'm just
which
hanging here.
shit goes
And what you
where
can
in the
see is that
body.
my shoulder blades are being stretched wide, and it's also creating some space within the shoulder joint. What I encourage people to do is work up to 5 minutes per day of just hanging around. If you've got bad shoulders. If your shoulders are generally healthy, but you train them a lot in the gym or you play tennis or do other stuff, which could cause problems, try to get at least 2 minutes of relaxed, carefree hanging every day. Now, the big problem that a lot of people run into is their grip, because their grip will fatigue very quickly. But it's perfectly fine. If you can only be here for 10 seconds hanging out, 10 seconds is what you get. You can do supported hanging. In the beginning, I'm keeping my feet on the floor, and I'm only taking as much weight in my hands and shoulders as I comfortably can bear. So what
Useless. Not a lot of people can hang anywhere comfortably. Terrible exercise to give advice for people to do. Ah, fuck my ass.
You just can't get enough poo-poo, can you, Mr. Forsen?
I swear to God, I'm gonna do it. I swear to God, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna kill myself. I'm killing myself. Calm, dude. I'm serious. I'm serious. I'm serious, bro. Oh my fucking God, I'm gonna kill myself. I'm about to kill myself. I'm about to do it for real. It's over. I'm gonna write a note right now. I'm gonna write a note, dude. I can't do this anymore. I'm gonna kill myself. I'm killing myself, dude. No, I really am. I'm killing myself. I swear to God, I'm gonna kill myself tonight. Oh my God, though. Oh my! I'm doing it, bro. I'm sorry, guys. I'm doing it, dude. I was 4 wins away from being debt free. I am literally gonna. It's gonna be too late. It's gonna be too late. I promise you. If I see anything out there, I'm doing it, bro. I'm gonna do it, bro. I swear to God, bro. I swear to God, dude. Oh my! I just lost $6,000. Dead. It's over, bro. I'm doing it, guys. It's over. I can't do this anymore. I'm doing it, bro. I'm doing it. I swear to God, dude. I'm myself.
Average gambler.
こんにちはロナ。こんにちプラナ。アロプラチャンネルです。じゃーん。やってきました。水着の季
Okay,
節
one
で
more
す。
poo-poo link, and I promise no more poo-poo links.
何の説明もないから先生がびっくりした顔をしています。ああ、すみません先生。これはもちろん見てお分かりの通り、アロナちゃんとプラナちゃんの麗しの水着姿です。せっかくだから今年の夏の間は 水着でアロプラチャンネルをしようということになりまして。はい、毎日お疲れの先生に夏の間私たちが少しでも癒しになれればと思いまして、今年の夏のアロプラチャンネルは楽しみにしてくださいね。さて、では本日のアロプラチャンネルはじゃじゃーん。はい、浮き輪です。夏といえば海、海といえば泳ぐ、泳ぐといえば浮き輪です。私とプラナちゃんで先生の浮き輪をカスタマイズしてプレゼントしようという企画です。先生には浮き輪も最高のものを使ってほしいと思いまして、それではまずはじゃん、羽をつけます。見た目的にもとても可愛いです。では私は機能的に持ち手をつけます。さすがプラナちゃん、機能的、機能的ですね。では私はこのジェットエンジンです。アロナ先輩、ジェットエンジンをつけることにより最高の水力を発生させ、高速のスピードを先生にお約束します。じゃじゃじゃーん、どうですか。さあ先生、早速。おっと、スイッチが。はあ。というわけで。
We get it. Tom XH, Handyman, Maximilian Creek. Got CFOP with a 9 years. Nice, very nice. True badge. Hype TV with 6 years says colon equal. Thank you, man. Whatever that's supposed to mean.
私の雄大な愛は優しく包み込みます。その兜外して素顔を見せて私を抱いて愛してくれるなら。
ごめんなさい。気持ちは嬉しいけど、お互いのことをまだよく知らないし、それに友達に噂とかされたら恥ずかしいからお断りするわ。
女に振り回されるのが好きなマ
ゾ
ゾキストのオス肉の性癖なら私も悪くねえと思うんですが。
ああ、
No more legs.
水目つきに肉感的な体つき、性格は傍若無人で気分屋でよくしゃべるけど頭はいい、そんなとこ。髪の長さはおっと金髪じゃねえっぽい、赤じゃねえですね、橙色だ。年齢はこのくらいですか。声はどうです？
胸くそ悪いことしやがる。どこで姫さんを見かけてやがった。
見たことも意識したこともねえですけど、てめえの顔以外の仕草、反応、態度、一挙手一投足見逃さねえで全力で尽くすのが私。私を見ろ、私だけを見てろ。顔と体と声と仕草と全部てめえの好みど真ん中のはずだろ
うが。悪いが、その愛し方は人類にはまだ早すぎるわ。
どうして拒みやがるんです？私のどこが何が気に入らねえんです？
勘違いすんな。俺はお前のこと好きでも嫌いでもねえ。どうでもいい。あ、ごめん、嘘。やっぱりお前気持ち悪いから嫌いだわ。息が目にしみる。
この浮気症の腐れく
汚ねえ花火になりやがれ、エルドーナ。どうだ、こんだけやってやるや。
Very nice. Amigos, welcome back, man. CB 2208. Thank you as well. Okay, worth? I don't know. Okay.
Maisha ilikuwa gumu kupata hata maziwa, yani mpaka saa ingine maziwa unatoa komende hivi unalambalamba kidogo.
Down in the kitchen. Cooking roaches for you.
Yeah, I'm preparing kachumbari.
I'm waiting to see how this tastes.
I don't know, man. I don't know, man.
Mimi nikigrow kuna kula masamaki hizo tu mamboga tu. Hiyo ndio ilikuwa dishi yangu tu. Lakini sasa 4 years juu ya tabu nilianza mende. Skuli kwa raha. Kwa hii ni tabu tu kidogo. Ndio ilifanya 4 years ndio nikaanza kula mende wakati kazi iliisha
4 years ago.
Unajua nilikuwa na hoteli kitambo. Hiyo hoteli ilikuwa inaniletea pesa. Sasa mimi hata bibi akatoroka juu hoteli ilibomolewa. Maisha ikakuwa ngumu, kuna pesa, sasa ikakuwa ni kule mende. Juu najaribu art huku. Maisha ilikuwa gumu. Kupata hata maziwa yani mpaka saa ingine maziwa unatoa kwa mende hivi.
That's not milk.
Asubuhi na finya hivi na lamba kidogo. Maziwa yake sio mbaya. Maziwa iko sawa. Tena maziwa ni kama ina taste kama cream hivyo iko sawa tu. Hata nilikuwa nataka kuproduce maziwa ya mende niwe nikiuza, lakini sina financial yani. Hata ka hoteli ka mende hivi kitu inaweza saidia watu. Ilinitibu mpaka alsa hii maziwa mende hii. Alsa sasa sina. Kwa unaweka masking tape. Nikishaika masking tape ndio inazishika namna hii. Ndio masking tape hii. Inashika. Mende tulifundishwa iko na ma protein, iko na ma molecules, iko na madini ya ash kama 5%. Protein ni 20%. Alafu kuja fat iko na 10%. Alafu iko na calcium kama 7%. Tukikula hii kuna madini ingine kama ash huwezi pata kwa
ash minerals. Fuck is ash minerals?
Hii ni clinical environment ambapo hii si kama ng'ombe. Ng'ombe inaachilia methane sana. Mende haina methane. Kwa hivyo watu wangeanza kukula mende juu haina methane, tunge protect our environment. Mimi si wa kwanza kula mende. Mende nakula South Africa, inakulwa mpaka China. Mende yalwaka Japan. Wende bara Amerika wanakula mende.
He has tried urging me to have a taste of this for the last couple of days, but clearly I'm not ready for this, and hopefully I'll try it off camera. He says that in the long run he hopes that he will have this hotel where he'll be able to prepare cockroach soup and cockroach meat and other delicacies for Kenyans.
Oh my god, man. My god. You gotta do what you gotta do, man. You gotta do what you gotta do. Werewolf. Werewolf.
Child of God. Come. Do not dread the darkness.
Embrace it.
Embrace it.
Who the fuck is Robert Eggers?
I heard of a raving beast that ravished this country.
Nosferatu. I didn't watch Nosferatu. The guy who made Lighthouse? That one I did watch.
Is cursed.
Wait, is he always casting, what's his name? William Dafoe?
Thy world.
Yeah.
Is cursed.
I mean, it looks like shit, but we'll see. Maybe. OJ Chattable, thank you, man. 80 mate, welcome back.
It's a common meme among anti-Semitic trolls. A balding, bearded man sporting a yarmulke and greedily rubbing his hands together. Dominating his face is a bumpy, sloping, almost comically oversized nose. This is the Happy Merchant, an innocuous name for the latest iteration of an ancient anti-Semitic trope, the big Jewish nose. So where does this hateful depiction of the hook-nosed Jew come from? And why has this meme persisted for the better part of a millennium? Let's get one thing straight. Do some Jews have big noses? Sure, some do. I'm about to be a little controversial, so bear with me. But Jews are people. And since people come in all shapes, sizes, and colors, yeah, some Jews have big noses. But do Jews have unusually big noses? Noses that are significantly bigger than those of other people? That's exactly the question that this guy tried to answer back in 1911. In an effort to prove, once and for all, whether Jews have big noses, this New York-based anthropologist found 4,000 Jews willing to have their features measured. You know, for science. His research found that Jews didn't have significantly larger noses than any other group within the broader American population. More recent studies in nose science, not a real field, suggest that like many other physical features, the shape and appearance of our noses are a product of geographic origin and adaptation, meaning the way your nose looks might depend on where you come from. Jews do have Middle Eastern origins, which means that many of us have noses that look similar to other Middle Eastern peoples. But the Middle East is wildly diverse, which means that Middle Easterners, like Jews, have noses of all shapes and sizes. And yet the myth of the huge Jewish schnoz endures, particularly among anti-Semites. Why? And why characterize Jewish noses of all things? It started like many Jewish problems with Christian anti-Semitism. I'm not throwing shade on all Christians, but historically, many of Jesus' followers, not always so great to us. Case in point, 1,000 years after the crucifixion, devout Christian artists were looking for the best way to represent Jesus' life and death. So far so good, right? Except that one of their favorite scenes to represent was his death, which they happened to blame on the Jews. Inconveniently, Jesus just happened to be a Jew himself. So how to differentiate between the one good Jew in the story from the rest of us bad Jews? You gotta make him as ugly as possible. You know, absurdly oversized noses, beady little eyes, and generally demonic vibes. In fact, lots of other undesirables, like say witches, get a similar treatment. You know, pointy hats, warty noses, eating kids, all rooted in anti-Semitic stereotypes courtesy of medieval Christian artists. Thanks, guys. This ugly caricature caught on and soon spread throughout Europe. It shows up in the 13th century picture Bible commissioned by Blanche of Castile. Like lots of medieval illuminated manuscripts, this one is a work of
did
art,
nothing
except
wrong.
for the illustration of a handsome Jesus being whipped by his enemies, one sporting a recognizably prominent nose. But it gets worse. This Hieronymus Bosch painting from the early 1500s shows Jesus carrying the cross surrounded by a bunch of goblins? Orcs? That was his depiction of Jews. Worst of all, these kinds of illustrations often accompany blood libels, the old canard that Jews killed Christian children and used their blood in all sorts of dark rituals. Thing is, these trumped up charges often led to the torture and death for a town's Jews. Behold the power of propaganda. And here's the thing about propaganda and stereotypes. Repeat them enough times, and even people who should know better start to believe that they are true.
Doesn't make much sense to me either, but what the hell, if he says it.
By the late 1800s, nose consciousness had seeped into European Jewish communities. A doctor in Berlin responded to the moment by picking up his scalpel and pioneering the field of rhinoplasty. Most of his clientele were Jewish men and women hoping to blend in or pass as non-Jewish, internalizing and succumbing to these ugly stereotypes. The rise of Nazism gave the stereotype of the Jewish nose its most pernicious update. Among other atrocities, Nazi pseudo-doctors developed a fake science of the study of Jewish skull sizes, skeletons, and especially noses. This coincided with the release of a staggering amount of Nazi propaganda depicting swarthy, big-nosed threats, including the Jew as a snake, maggot, vulture, and whatever other nasty thing you could think of. The Jewish nose even made it into Nazi children's literature. One can most easily tell a Jew by his nose, wrote Nazi propagandist Julius Streicher in a
Alright.
Have you noticed your energy isn't what it used to be? Maybe your workouts feel harder for less reward, your drive, both in and out of the bedroom, has somewhat softened, and somewhere along the words you heard the words low testosterone and started wondering if that's what's going on with you. But here's the thing, testosterone does actually naturally decline as men get older. Starting somewhere in your mid-30s to early 40s, levels begin to drop gradually. But the rate
My testosterone levels are through the roof, chat.
Men who are overweight or have chronic health conditions
I'm in the
tend to
red,
decline faster,
on the other side of the
whereas guys
spectrum.
who stay lean and active might actually see very little decline at all. I'm Dr. Rena Malik, urologist and pelvic surgeon, and today I'm going to cover the vitamins and minerals that can boost testosterone and what the evidence is behind them. But first, let me explain how testosterone is made. Your body manufactures testosterone every single day. It happens inside specialized cells in your testicles.
Too much is also
called
bad.
Leydig cells. And just like any
It's just slightly
manufacturing
above.
process, it
So
needs
slightly
the
in the
right
red.
raw materials to work.
I don't
Now,
know
the
why
primary
it would be
building
though.
block for
The
testosterone
range
is
says
cholesterol.
normal
And every
range.
steroid hormone
It doesn't
your body
say
makes,
optimal range,
testosterone,
right?
cortisol, estrogen,
So
starts with
what is
cholesterol.
optimal?
This is why sometimes if you have an extremely low-fat diet, it can negatively impact testosterone production because you don't have those raw materials. Also, when your diet is consistently high in refined carbohydrates and processed foods, your insulin levels stay chronically elevated. And research shows that insulin resistance, which happens when you have chronically elevated insulin, decreases testosterone production. And guys who are pre-diabetic or type 2 diabetes have low testosterone at a higher rate, about 40% compared to those who don't have diabetes. Now, the other hormone that plays a role here is cortisol. Cortisol is your stress hormone. When you're under chronic stress, like poor sleep, you're having lots of stress from work, maybe you're overtraining, your body shifts resources away from testosterone production as a means to survive. But in modern life, where stress comes from your phone all day long or email inbox, it never goes away and it causes low testosterone. I'm telling you this because when we get to vitamins and minerals, it matters enormously. These nutrients work best when you have the ability to produce testosterone correctly. If the factory is broken, adding better raw materials are not going to fix it. So you have to keep the baseline things working correctly. And we'll talk about those later in the episode. First mineral we're going to talk about is zinc. Zinc is a nutrient with the clearest connection to testosterone. At the cellular level, it's what we call a helper molecule, and it's required in the chemical reactions that the Leydig cells use to make testosterone. When you don't have enough zinc, those reactions slow down and you're not making testosterone well. A 2023 systematic review looked at 38 studies and found that zinc deficiency, when you don't have enough zinc around, it reduces testosterone levels. And when you give zinc to men who don't have enough, it restores testosterone. In another study, they took young men and put them on a zinc-restricted diet for 20 weeks, and their testosterone dropped dramatically from around
Think about
1100
it.
nanograms per deciliter to about 285 nanograms per deciliter. That's a lot. And when elderly men who were mildly zinc deficient took zinc supplements for 6 months, their testosterone nearly doubled. But the key is that you have
From
to
1
be
to 2.
zinc
Or-
deficient. In men who are Can cranberries affect your semen volume and taste? Are multiple orgasms normal? And does Tonkat Ali actually help? Well, today on our Ask Me Anything episode, we're going to answer all those questions. Now, if you want to see the rest of the AMA, where we talk about a whole host of other things, you can join our premium membership at renamalik.supercast.com. As a premium member, you get early access to all our podcast episodes that are ad-free. You get access to our full Ask Me Anything episodes. And of course, you get to support all the work that we're doing here. So let's get right into it.
I have heard cranberries are good for UTIs. I eat craisins, which are cranberry raisin types of fruit. But does this affect semen in any way?
Very interesting question. So, cranberries have a lot of sort of literature around them for urinary tract infections. And so, cranberries have an active ingredient called proanthocyanidins. And this active ingredient sort of binds bacteria and sticks around the bacteria so that it gets flushed out of the bladder rather than it getting stuck into the wall of the bladder. We've seen some data on supplements taking 36 milligrams of proanthocyanidins. So, cranberry supplements that have that active dose in its soluble form can help prevent recurrent UTIs. Now, in terms of semen parameters and semen, I'm not sure specifically what you're asking about, but in terms of sperm health, cranberries themselves, the berries, have antioxidants, and antioxidants are great for sperm health. Now, to my knowledge, I don't know of any data specifically looking at cranberries. Now, they've looked at the Mediterranean diet and dietary factors like anti-inflammatory diets, and those have been shown to improve sperm parameters. Now, usually when people are asking about semen, they're asking about like how much is coming out, right? Because you can't look at anything else. You can't look at how well your sperm are moving or any of that when it's expelled. In that way, can you improve sort of semen volume? So when talking about semen volume, there's actually a whole like Reddit thread around nut maxing, and I made a YouTube video about this. If you want to learn more about it, it's really fascinating. But they have this like whole list of supplement stacks that they try to use and things they try to do to maximize semen volume. And ultimately, a lot of the supplements they suggest, they've looked at some of them have data on essentially improving sperm parameters, so how well they move, how many sperm there are, those sorts of factors, but not specifically semen volume. So in terms of will these cranberries change your semen volume in any way? No, not necessarily. Will they change the flavor of your semen? So that's another question that comes up, because you may have heard there's like people who say, oh, you should drink pineapple juice or eat pineapples because it'll make your semen sweeter. Now, yes, your diet can absolutely affect the taste of your semen, at least we think so. And so if you have things that have more fructose in them and you eat consistently, a lot of fructose, you may have sweeter semen. Whereas if you smoke or eat lots of like red and charred meats or things like that, then you may notice that the semen tastes a little bit stronger or less palatable. And so yes, absolutely your diet can make a difference, but I don't think there's one dietary factor specifically that's going to change the taste or volume of your semen. Now, the most important thing I can say is hydration. So if you drink a lot of fluids, one, your semen is going to be more dilute, so it's going to be less strong tasting, and also you're going to have more volume of it. The hydration is probably the most important thing, and the second thing is abstaining for a period of time. So if you want the most maximal volume, the longer it's been since you last ejaculated, whether it's by yourself or with a partner, the longer that time is, the more semen volume you're going to have.
All right, chat. Now you know.
People, I smashed it. I lost a lot of money. I'm using the other one.
Make her miss. Make her miss. Hand movement. Control your hips.
Sorry, guys.
Why are you falling over on purpose?
I'll clean it all up. Dad! I'll clean it up. Can you stop?
Dude, my dad's telling me to stop, bro.
What are you doing?
What?
What are you doing?
I told you guys already. I already told you.
This is not done in anger?
No. You can ask my chat. Dad, stop. Man, shut the fuck. Yo, shut up, man. This is fucking bullshit. No, shut the fuck up. Y'all are fake as fuck. Yeah, come on. Dude, no one fucking just looked at it. Watch me lose every day, bro. 99% of my viewers. They pay for internet, electricity, utilities, but they can't support me at all. So sad, dude. So fucking sad. So fucking sad. Or if they do want to help me, they want interest money. They accept interest money every time. These motherfuckers aren't trying to help me, man. It's a bunch of fake shit. Fucking charging me interest and shit. Accepting interest. Whatever, man. Get the fuck out of my life for good. I want you to leave. Anybody that fucking charges me interest, I don't want to talk to you ever again. I literally don't want to talk to you. Because you do not want to fucking help me. That's literally fucking a bookie, man. You're a fucking bookie, bro. You know I'm never going to get out of debt, so you keep fucking charging me interest to make bank off me. Fuck you. Ain't no fucking real ones out here, bro. Besides you flexing and like a few others, bro. That are on that one hand I can count, bro. Everyone else just fucking laughs at me and fucking uses me. Such bullshit, bro. Exactly, Reefer. Exactly. Exactly. Bunch of fucking fakes. Bunch of fucking fakes. Exactly. You're absolutely correct. 100% you are correct about everything you just said. 100% correct. There ain't no fucking lie in that fucking statement. These motherfuckers are trying to help me, dude. And then blow me up every time I get up. Bro, can you do this? Can you do that? What you thinking? Shut the fuck up. You've made so much money off me. It's come to an end. Come on, baby. $100. Come on, bitch. $100 bison. Come on, big bice. We're gonna buy another one. Got 248 bucks. Come on, give me multi. Give me multi, please. Please, dude. Oh my god, a $120 feature? Oh my fucking god. What the fuck? This is a joke. It's a fucking joke, dude. A fucking, oh my fucking god. Oh my fucking god. Good night, guys. I'm getting off. Man, what the fuck?
Jesus. I mean, what the fuck? Alcoholic Gorilla, Galandria, Thea, Slurps, Quirky, Jolly Austin, Astrums. Welcome back.
We could tell in the beginning that something was different in these people, and it was something that was different in a way that they couldn't control. But we had no idea, is this the kind of thing that would be different from something that they learned over the course of life, or something that they were born with. That sex network, which is cabled together, is all cabled through that same chunk of connective tissue, which I found was different in the pedophiles. So it's not that these areas of the brain are different in the pedophiles, it's that the network that they're supposed to form isn't connected properly. So it's accidentally identifying things in the environment that should evoke a parental nurturant instinct, but instead it's provoking a sexual and erotic instinct, almost like a literal cross-wiring in the brain.
From all the science, from all your science, did it answer the question, are pedophiles born or made?
Interestingly, the science in general says that pedophiles appear to be born, not made. The stuff that we've seen that are different in pedophiles in their brain functioning is all stuff that doesn't happen during the course of life.
Are you saying that for the pedophile, their attraction to children is natural?
They experience it as natural. They did not pick it. They come to realize it over the course of life. The way that most of them describe it starts out like any of us. When they're, 8, 9, 10, 11 years old, they get crushes on people around their age, 8, 9, 10, 11 years old. And then most of us, as we grow older, we continue to get crushes on and experience attractions to people roughly around our age, growing into adulthood as we grow into adulthood. For the pedophiles, however, when they start becoming 14, 15, 16, they're still getting crushes and finding themselves attracted to 8, 9, 10 years old. So it takes them until there's enough contrast between their own age and the people they're attracted to before they start realizing there's something different about them.
That implies it's not a choice for them, that it's actually a sexual orientation.
Correct. All the evidence suggests that they did not pick to be attracted to children any more than the rest of us picked to be attracted to adults.
That's a big call, isn't it?
It is a big call, and I don't.
Isn't that obvious for anyone? What do you mean that's a big call? It's always nature nurture. There's no free will to pick anything in your brain. What the fuck? It's kind of like an incompetent fucking host is this guy.
And I don't make it easily. I don't think anybody makes it easily.
So, if it is biological, if the brain is wired that way, it also implies, doesn't it, that the wiring cannot be changed. There is no cure.
That's what it seems to suggest now. I hesitate ever to say that the future will not produce some technology that I could not predict. But we don't have any technology, we don't have any surgery, we don't have any intervention currently that really can impact the basic connective structure of the brain.
No medication.
No medication, no therapy, no surgery. Nobody's produced.
Well, aside from castration.
Well, that's not exactly a cure. That wouldn't turn a pedophile. Castration wouldn't turn a pedophile into a non-pedophile. Castration, of course, removes a person's sex drive. Now, that can be very beneficial. A lot of people who are attracted to something that they cannot enact would rather live a life without a sex drive than a sex drive they have to spend every minute of every day actively suppressing. But it's not a cure in the sense that it's turning a pedophile into a non-pedophile, that they will now be attracted to adults and be able to, have a relationship, become a parent and so on.
The fuck? What the heck?
I just wanted to point out the infantilizing reality of female self-expression. Well, women tend to have smaller noses and larger eyes anyways, so what's your point? Well, yes, that is true. However, society's preferences are much more extreme than what the average woman has. For example, in this study, where people's faces were photoshopped to make different features, such as their eyes or nose larger or smaller, nearly half of the participants found enlarged eyes more attractive, and over 64% found a reduced nose size more attractive. While a woman has less body hair anyways, it's not rocket science, it's natural. Yes, that's true, but what's your reaction to seeing a woman with unshaven armpits? You'll probably get caught off guard and then feel disgusted. Because, believe it or not, but women have armpit hair. There's nothing natural about shaving every inch of our bodies. Any girl over the age of 12 is going to have some body hair, and not a single woman I know in real life doesn't shave their armpits. It's very fascinating how the obsession with shaving started so razor companies could sell more products. Even non-fictional movies that focus on historical accuracy all shave their women. Some movies purposefully adding violent scenes of rape or torture for increased realism, but the unshaven armpit is yet to be seen. Lastly, wrinkles. Aging naturally and, God forbid, having some wrinkles is the worst crime a woman can commit. The moment one appears, the society criticizes the woman, bullying her into either hating her appearance or getting plastic surgery. The most common forms of cosmetic procedures are Botox and fillers, whether that be forehead Botox or lip filler. They both exist to replicate a more youthful appearance. Filler mimics the look of firm, full skin, and a popular choice is lip filler, which directly reduces the size of the philtrum and thickens the lips. Now, you might say, some people have always had thin lips, even as a child. However, every lip follows a trend where it gets thinner and loses volume as we age. This is due to collagen loss. Collagen is an abundant protein that gives skin their firmness and lips their fullness. And over time, our ability to produce collagen decreases as shown in the study. I also don't think it's a coincidence that men prefer really...
Will they really just like zoom in and zoom out this camera all the time for ADHD people, or what is this?
Woman, oftentimes underweight, as well as things including a tiny waist, non-sagging boobs. And I've always wondered why sagging boobs is seen as a huge issue while they're completely natural and practically not preventable, but when men age, they're seen as silver foxes, fine wine, and adding to the value, whereas when a woman ages, they're seen as losing value and letting go of herself. The glorification of these standards represent a prepubescent body.
Alright. Say little thing, man. Giga Rizzler. We got 6 years on Nico Bellic. Tier 2 says Forsen. Thank you very much, man. Shoot the badge.
これは私とまどかの約束。
随分と気にしてるみたいね、要まどかさん。
あの転校生か？確かもともとはさやかの幼なじみだったっていう。
これは私のまどかへの執着。
魔法少女でもない子が変身して魔獣と戦ってるなんてどう考えても異常よ。
勘違いしないで。私はあくまであなたたちの味方。
明美ホムラ。
この世界で私を脅かすものなどありえない。
全ての魔女たちの始まりの場所、それがここ名塚底常という空間の役割だ。
複数の魔女の融合体、想像を絶する呪いの集積、人呼んでワルプルギスの夜。
私を絶望から救ってくれたのは返還の断りだけなのよ。
そうだよ。そしてあなたはその神様。
私たちは明美ホムラを許さない。この世界をあと一度だけただ信じてみようかな。
もういいの。愚かでも誇りを貫く人が。もういいんだよ。哀れでもくじけない人が。
早くまどかを救ってあげて。
あなたも救われていいんだよ。
まどか、
誰のために何がしたいのですか？
お願い、どこへも行かないで。私はここにいるよ。
この宇宙で一人だけ、あんただけは奇跡に反逆してでも、
あんただけは
そのために私は
なんて愛おしい。
What the heck, man?
Welcome to my domain, a world of dominance. Come on, come on. Hey, yo! Ha! I'm popping, never stopping. Got that AK. Poppin'. You flip, floppin', dropping like the stupid idiot punk kid that you are. Leave your face scarred on these motherfucking beats. Hit me up with that rat-a-tat right at your feet, cause you can't aim at me. I'm the true G, the true enemy, and you can't come after the doctor. You see, I got that blast, I put you in the past. I see this little punk, rat-a-tat-tat, never stop. Alright, enough of that. Come on, open it up! I like the beat.
All right.
Hello, Face IQers. Welcome back. Today we're looking at this guy right here, Marco Jaric, and this was actually Adriana Lima's ex-husband. This guy bagged Adriana Lima. Now, you know, this is off topic, but this guy's an important testament to the fact that dating a high-value woman, it's kind of cringe, but whatever. Dating someone like Adriana Lima, it's a lot more than just the face, clearly. I mean, this guy, I would say this guy was, you know, moderately chopped. He's a little bit ugly, in my opinion. And, you know, his harmony reflects that as well. So how did he date a supermodel? You know, this does kind of tie back into things like height, looks, money, status, and, you know, the money, status, and height in this case, I think is what got this guy to date her. Of course, they're not together anymore, but they had kids, I'm pretty sure. I mean, good job, bro. If you weren't 6'5", if you weren't on a basketball team, you'd probably be homeless, doing drugs and stuff. So, I mean, yeah, good for you, bro. But anyway, enough of that. Today we're going to deconstruct why exactly he is a bit ugly. Let's do it. So the first thing we see, and I think if you have two eyes and a brain, you should be able to see this. He has very close-set eyes, as may indicate close-set eyes. And here we're looking at the interpupillary distance. So that's the distance between the pupils divided by the total width of the face. And here we can see his measure is 39%. And ideally this should be 45%. I don't know if you're a new viewer how big of a difference that may sound like, but it's a huge difference. And when we look at the bell curve, there you are, it's very low. So this is some of the closest set eyes I've ever even seen. You know, I've done thousands of face ratings, I've done tons of facial analysis. I've never really seen anyone else with eyes this close set. You know, there's a procedure called orbital box osteotomy where they can actually cut the eye sockets and move them apart. If I was in his position, I mean, I might do it if I wasn't rich and famous. Even then, it would be legendary. It would be fucking awesome if he actually did that and ascended. That would be pretty cool. But yeah, this guy's his main issue is his eye. He's a cyclops. He's a cyclops. No way around it. And that is what my software, Face IQ Labs, has detected. Link below if you want a free analysis. Next, he has a wide nose, long mid face. Ooh, again, this is the one eye apart measure. Here we're looking at the distance between the eyes relative to the eyes themselves. Boom, another big flaw. May indicate close-set eyes. It may indicate overly wide eyes. It's possible, but we look at the total picture with nuance and we know it's just the eyes are really close set. Here we're seeing that his eyebrows are a little too high set. Actually a fair bit too high set. Yeah, ideally in men, you know, the most attractive men in countless case studies show the lower the eyebrows, the thicker vertically the eyebrows, the more positively tilted, and generally more aggressive looking the eye region is, the more attractive it is. This is kind of a big flaw. Nothing too interesting there. Long mid face, this is due to the close set eyes. Overly wide nose bridge, I did notice that. Yeah, the nose bridge is a bit wide. This is a new ratio we just added. Wide nose once again. Yeah, his nose isn't too great. He kind of looks like a Mr. Potato Head. A little bit. Like he has a very wide nose bridge, wide nose. He looks like an idiot, dude. Okay. All right, let me lock in. All right. No, he looks good. He looks like a respectable man. He just has a wide nose. His eyes could be a little bit more upturned. This is a minor flaw. New ratio we added to Face IQ Labs. Again, this is my facial analysis software. You can get a free analysis below if you'd like to. Link below. You can actually get a lot of these measurements completely free. So yeah. This is a new ratio we added.
Completely free of you, hopefully. Hans and Bargain, thank you. Mados. We got Kint over the 2 years. It's Forsen. Very nice. Should badge. Winchester and Epic Sax as well. Alright, chat. I'm done with your shit. I'm literally done with your shit, okay? Alright, we had a little warm-up session yesterday. In the Baba G, I think it's a good day to get that win. Considering we're doing Hearthstone expansion tomorrow. Good day to win. Good day to win, chats. Baby, he's got it. You will never get a win. That's what they said last year. But then, boom, big check. Bada bing, bada boom.